Guys, it's your boy SG15. Today we've got week 0 and week 1 against Tennessee. Taking a look at recruiting, I'm going to go ahead and glance through it. Looking at the schedule for the year, we're at Tennessee, at Charlotte, home against Vanderbilt, Stanford, and James Madison, at California, home against Duke, at Syracuse and Wake Forest, home against Clemson and Virginia, and at NC State. So we're going to go ahead and sim up the week, look over recruiting one last time, and then jump into the game. Your Tar Heels are ranked number 5 in the nation. Somehow, some way. And we're going to go ahead and remove him. At top, working on it. Or at the top, working on it. We're working on it. Top, working on it, top, there we go, looking pretty good. Go ahead and throw some extra points on him. And I'm gonna go ahead and, since he has 91 speed and nobody's going after him, we're gonna go ahead and full send on him. And we got eliminated from that. Nice. And 5. There we go. And let's go ahead and jump into the game. Actually, let's see. What time are we playing? 7 p.m. Sweet. Good. Tennessee's going to be wearing the smoky grays, and your North Carolina Tar Heels are going to be wearing, how about the current away throwbacks? That looks good to me. Let's go ahead and jump into it, and as always, let's go Heels.
It's football time in Tennessee. Glad to have you with us from Knoxville, and the evening stage is set for just a spectacular showdown on the banks of the Tennessee River, where the Volunteers are set to open another season. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Bruce Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Tar Heels' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He'll bring it out. It's Nimrod. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Volunteers offense takes the field to start this game off. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
And the Volunteers in the hurry up.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
They'll ride the hot hand. Just ran him over. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
The Vols have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tar Heels offense has its first opportunity of the day. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You've got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. It's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Gonna run it. It's Selden. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
1st and goal for the offense. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. The inside handoff. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Movement here from the tight end. He'll keep it himself. Stumbled to the ground. 3rd and goal from way back there. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Here comes the offense on second down. Using his legs, it's Hamilton. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Randolph. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. And the Tar Heels are on the move. They move the tight end all over. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They pick up half of it. It'll be second and 5. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. They'll run play action. Slings it downfield. It's complete. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The option look. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Floats it out in space. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, it's still short of the first down. The Volunteers will hustle to the line. He'll do it himself. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
It must have been a brutal week for this defense preparing for this game because of all the different ways they can attack you and because of how athletic this quarterback is and how he can hurt you running the football. He just showed it to you right there.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
The give from the gun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. This has the makings of a good drive. The seventh play brings up a 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Ohio notched a victory in enemy territory. And though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Athens is worth its weight in gold to the Bobcats. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Back to pass, it's Harrell. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. The give out of the gun. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on third and long. The Tar Heels will punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the offense on first down. The give to the back. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. He's up to 51 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Might as well give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Second down coming up. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. And the Vols want to pick up the tempo. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. Fair catch, called for and made. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Feeling some heat. He'll get rid of it. Finds a man on the right. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Got a man. It's Blackwell. Oh, the ball's on the ground. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up?
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
At the 40, there he goes. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Looking to throw, it's Iamalayava. And he intercepts it. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Blackwell. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's got the tight end. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. He's looking to throw. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, North Carolina. Getting set for the point after. And it's perfect. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Trying to get back in this game with that last score. It's a 13-point game as they're set to kick off. On the move from inside is 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. What a snag by the defense. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Westbrook. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. They'll go back to the ground. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdowns.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Buys a little time with his feet. Finds a crease at the 20. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Blackwell. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's Harrell. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had 2 guys near that ball.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. He got it. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. And here on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. At the 45, on his way. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quickly complete. Takes it all the way down to the floor after making the grab, and they're set up. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, running back gets the give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. But they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. Touchdown, Tar Heels! A great catch and run for 6. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
As disappointing as this is, everything's still in front of this team. I mean, think back to 1983 Miami. Got blown out in the opener, but won the national championship.
You're absolutely right, Reese. Lots to play for here. And there's no doubt when you watch this team, they've got the talent to get it done. They got to execute better. They got to iron out some of these mistakes we saw here on the field today. But I think if this is a team, if they stay healthy throughout the course of the year, David, they've got a lot to play for this season.
Goodness gracious, I guess I'm the only one that caught the 1983 reference. I know you two guys were alive. I wasn't even alive yet. Good Lord, you guys are old. Like, this is a long time ago. Can you use a little better reference there, Reese Davis?
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
And that'll do it for today's game. Rocky Top, Tennessee comes out on top. The final score is 30-24. Nico Iamaleava played great. 13 of 20, 184, and 2 touchdowns. 2 interceptions right at the end of the first half that led to 10 Carolina points, which helped, but ultimately couldn't get the job done. Connor Hill actually didn't play too bad, considering he had 2 fumbles on speed options. At least he had 3 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. The running game is a bit weak this year, so we don't have a true running back. Jordan Shipp led the team in receiving yards. Westbrook had a great game to be a freshman. But unfortunately, your Tar Heels do lose the season opener. Your Carolina Tar Heels drop down 20 spots. Your Tar Heels, move up one position through the bye week. Surprisingly, we dropped down 15 spots after a 6-point loss on the road at an SEC school that is severely underranked here in year 2. Looking at week 1 top 25 scores. Ohio State and Texas was a close game, with Ohio State coming out on top. SMU barely squeaks by Kent State. Miami barely gets by BYU. Kansas State defeats UCF. Looking at week 2. Texas barely squeaks by San Jose State. Iowa beats Iowa State by 1 in the Cy-Hawk Trophy. Virginia Tech beats Vanderbilt. Kansas beats Missouri. Tennessee upsets Kentucky, surprising that Tennessee still isn't ranked after being the 5-16 team. App State downs NC State. And Miami downs Notre Dame. Looking at the upcoming week, Oregon State, Alabama Wisconsin, Texas UTEP, Virginia Tech Old Dominion, North Carolina and Charlotte, and that'll be it for today's game. Next episode, we will be taking on the Charlotte 49ers, looking to bounce back from our upsetting loss to Tennessee. So that'll be it for today's game, and as always, let's go Heels.